Welcome into another episode of the DGD Podcast. I'm your host, Robert Reynolds. That's Keon. We've got a special guest for a special moment on the show, if you will. Please welcome in Dr. Jim and Nicole from Bark Performance. How are y'all doing,
guys?
Hello.
Hey there.
How are y'all today?
We're awesome, man.
Awesome.
We are glad to be here. I mean, Keon looks like he's in the practice facility.
He's ready.
He's ready to go. I dig it.
Oh, he is in the house of pain every night.
Yeah.
We wanted to make the announcement to start the show. This is the Tennessee preview. So we're going to be talking extensively on the Tennessee matchup this upcoming Saturday. As always, with any preview show, we've got our game day picks. We've got 3 and out. But I wanted to start the show with an announcement for the show, and that's why we brought you two here. And it's because the DGD Podcast is now an ambassador for Bark Performance.
There we go.
Yeah,
So-
we are so excited to have you.
So I want to open the floor to you two and let our viewers, let our listeners in on what Bark Performance is if they may not have heard it. So I'm gonna open the floor and let you tell the folks about Bark Performance.
All right.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Yeah. Well, so Bark Performance is, in a nutshell, it is the sports nutrition brand for Georgia fans.
Yep.
So we created products that, like something like our hydration stick packs. Think about them like Liquid IV, but for Georgia fans.
That's right.
And so the reason we did it is in this era of NIL, we know that, for schools to bring home championships, they need cash flow. Let's be honest.
Right.
And so our entire goal was to create a brand that when the fans were like, wait a minute, you have protein powder, I get protein powder. And what if I bought it from the brand that supports Georgia, and then a percentage of every sale of everything that we sell goes back into supporting the athletes, either through NIL or if they revive the collective or however they do it.
Right.
But basically, a portion of everything we do ultimately supports
The athletes.
the athletes. And so it helps Georgia make sure they can, bring in the best people. And that's why we created Bark, was really to bring these really high quality products to Georgia fans as their very own brand.
That's right.
I see a lot of brands kind of dropping stuff off and trying to get athletes or different things to rep them. But you find out that those brands are also being repped at 15 other schools by 15 other quarterbacks or receivers. Those brands are not for that school.
Right.
It's a brand and it wants the school to make it bigger. And we created a brand that's for the school.
Right.
Aligned with the school, and it's for the fans of Georgia. So that's really the whole reason for it. So we hope that all Georgia fans that are like, I take a multivitamin. Well, you know what? I formulated this. We have the best premium multivitamin there is, and it is the Mean Machine multivitamin. And if you buy multivitamins, why wouldn't you switch to Bark if you're a Georgia fan?
Right.
Right? If you drink any type of hydration stick packs,
That's right.
any
of them.
I don't like to name names, but if you drink any of them,
Right.
why wouldn't you switch to Bark Performance and get these? Because you know that not only these are good, if not better, but then every time you buy them, there's money going back to support the athletes that you cheer on every Saturday in Sanford Stadium or on the basketball court or, and things like that.
Soccer field, lacrosse.
Or protein, right? And
Yeah.
so we've got a lot of products that are super high quality, and they're really just there to help support the athletes and really the health of all of the fans all around.
Yeah,
So
no,
asking for a friend. Are they good for tailgates?
They're great for during a tailgate and for after.
Yes, they
and the next morning.
Yeah, they may be these hydration stick packs may be the recovery drink of Sunday morning if in the
For
state
Georgia fans.
for Georgia fans, right? It's great to probably, I need some. Thank you, KTG13. You do need some of that. But it is really great to, you can even do it during a tailgate, kind of pre-game your electrolytes and your B vitamins.
There we go.
Just in case, but then certainly recovery afterwards works great.
Right.
Oh man,
I know the potent potables will be flowing right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, for a person who went to the cocktail party last year, definitely a lifeline.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bring your very own.
Why don't you
stuff.
tell them why they're so great? Because of the amount of B vitamins, and I mean, they really are amazing. They're better than anything on the shelf. Not just because they're for Georgia fans, but they are premium quality.
Yeah, so we really maxed out the electrolytes that are in them. So there's 600 milligrams of sodium, which is a lot more than a lot of the ones you'll see. There's 300 milligrams of potassium, and both of those are and there's 900 milligrams of chloride. The chloride and the sodium are both from sea salt, so it's a good source. There's 100 milligrams of magnesium. There's 50 milligrams of calcium. But here's the kicker: B12. It has a lot of it, but the key here is we use a form of B12 called methylcobalamin, which is the most active. It's the most expensive. It's the best version of B12 you can get. So it's like natural energy. So it's really great on the recovery, because if you're post tailgate and you happen to be getting a headache the next day, it's usually because you peed out all your B vitamins the day before. So that replenishment of that B12 the next day is a huge part of the getting over. And then the last piece, which is pretty cool, there's 400 milligrams of vitamin C in there. Almost no electrolytes have vitamin C in it. Vitamin C is really good for repair, recovery, and your immune system, in case some of your tailgating might have been beating up on your immune system. This will help. But also another key is there is zero sugar.
Yeah, I think that's really, really important, because some of the people on the shelf already are zero sugar, but they don't taste good either.
Yeah,
they have aftertaste.
So we taste good, but we also have zero sugar, and that kind of makes a huge piece of it.
Yeah.
So I will say this from a personal testimony so far. My favorite is the peach.
All right. As a Georgia fan, that makes sense.
Georgia peach, that would make sense.
That's awesome.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Keon, I will say though, the lemon lime, I wouldn't be surprised if you could do something with that.
Yeah. See, for me, I like to always, like, when it comes to like to any form of like liquid IVs, I usually like mix it with a Gatorade. So this one I might just straight up dump into like the lime Gatorade or the lemon Gatorade, shake it up and just down. Sometimes, Rob, when it comes to prepping for the tailgate, you just got to do that however you can do that.
You're just doubling up.
I'm telling you, you might not need the Gatorade for this. I'm telling you, it's got everything. I like to make a sweet tea out of it too. I'll take like unsweet tea.
Wait, peach sweet tea or something?
Something like that.
Well, the peach,
so
peach is there, but the lemon lime in unsweet tea, it makes it taste like. Do you remember the old cans of brisk tea that you could buy and drink? It tastes like that.
I do one every day. That's like my 3 o'clock.
That my friends is what they call dangerous.
Yeah.
But again, no sugar.
No sugar.
It's like you're getting sweet tea, but no sugar.
No guilt.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to open this a little bit too. I know we've talked about that, right? And I think one of my things as well is the just the benefits, right, of this. But I want to open up for folks, if you're curious about this, right? You can get 10% off your first order with Bark Performance, and just use our link here, and it's dgdpod.com/Bark. You automatically get 10% off your first order. And listen, I'm telling you, I tried the electrolytes. The peach is legit. It's legit. I'm just gonna let that be known. I know I was looking on the website, and I'll actually pull it up here. Actually, I think it's worth doing. Cool. So there's protein, the whey protein you've talked about, and then you've got multivitamins and things like that. So it's pretty simple to navigate if you want to go to dgdpod.com/Bark. Right, you can get all your stuff there. reasonably priced as well too. And I think that's something that a lot of people might be worried about. But again, keep in mind when you purchase Bark Performance, you're giving back to the athletes. And so the DGD podcast, Keon, we've always been advocates for giving back however, whenever. It seems like Bark Performance is the same thing, and it makes perfect sense while we're ambassador for the program for the company.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of times people think, well, I can't help, or I'm not a big donor, or they don't have a lot of opportunity to, give to the team that they love. And so if you're going to go to the convenience store, or you're going to go on Amazon and order, that other one in the blue box, and, why not just order this one and have it shipped directly to your house? It doesn't matter where you live in the country. And you can have it shipped and it gets there really fast. And then a portion of every sale goes right back to the dogs. So you are contributing, you get to help and be a part of the team, basically. And so that was really exciting for us that we get to do that for Georgia, for the Georgia fans. And so many people, like you guys said, are drinking these, every weekend and every day.
The way I like to think about it is, I think what we're ultimately trying to do is we're trying to democratize the NIL, because I think you think of schools with big oil money or big shoe company people, and they have people that can just roll millions of dollars into the program. And what Georgia fans have to do is be like, okay, I'm not a bazillionaire,
right?
But if we all get together and we all start buying the products we already get
that support,
but they support Georgia, then at one fan at a time, at $4 every single time you buy something, and that starts to add up, and next thing you know, you have a player or two that you can fund them based on just what you're doing, and that could be the difference. And that's kind of what we're all about.
Yeah, and we like to give you guys a lot of swag. So like every order gets a cool shaker bottle, because we want you to have everything you need.
Don't tempt me with a good time, because I'll have it on every show. Keon knows that when it comes to the show, I do drink through the show. Not alcohol, but I do drink some water, or whatever the case may be, or Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I got mine here.
I like it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's had better days.
We need a new one.
We'll get you.
Absolutely.
Don't worry, Keon.
Absolutely.
We got you.
Yeah.
So I agree with my guy Randy here, saying the Bark logo is a cool look. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes too much sense.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, we love the logo. I think it's super cool. We were in Athens on the Marshall game, and we got a chance to meet a lot of fans and hand out a lot of sample packs. And I will say that the logo was well received by a lot of people. I think people really liked it. So
we love it.
I dig it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for the feedback.
I do too. We'll say this though. I will say this. We've talked about Bark Performance, NIL, and everything, and we're advocates for that. Keon, you know how this goes. During all season, we're always talking about this.
Absolutely.
I think it's time. Let's turn the page to preview this Tennessee matchup, guys. I think it's time to do it. I think it's time to do it. Dogs going up, Knoxville, going up to Rocky Top. 3:30 game. I wish it. Thoughts on the 3:30 game compared to a nooner? Glad it's not a nooner. Questionable night game would have been kind of make you a little bit nervous, because I hate waiting all day. But I think this has a potential for a huge, huge matchup.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't think we can start without talking about what we've seen so far for Georgia. And I think the talk of the town has been the quarterback play. People hesitant with Gunner right now in this offense. I don't think they can say the same for the defense. Defense has been lights out.
Yeah.
Offense, they're questionable, things like that. And I've seen our logic, and I've seen the debates. I want to pose the question to y'all: are you worried with Georgia's offense right now?
No.
Why not, Keon?
Because outside of the fact that every time we play Tennessee, our quarterback decides to have their Super Bowl moment, their Heisman Trophy moment. I mean, honestly, if you think back this time last year, actually, it was probably later on in the year, but whenever we played Tennessee last year, you watched Carson Beck go out there and ball out like MVP Matt Ryan. Like, it was insane. I think that may have been his best game of the season last year.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Florida. I'll tell you that. But,
no, that was
I
that's
digress.
probably
I
the
digress.
worst.
I digress. Yeah, I digress. Jim, Nicole, I want to ask y'all: are y'all worried?
I mean, I'm all in. I will tell you, I definitely have an in Kirby we trust kind of feel about everything. Like, I think that guy,
he's going to pull it out.
He's not going to let them go in there flat-footed, and he will have them ready. The problem is like, I just, sometimes you play down to the level of your competition. Mm-hmm. And I mean, and I think they've played Marshall, which, I know a lot about them. Both my parents went there. So I paid, and we were at the game. And I mean, they could move the ball. They shut them down. I didn't see the Austin Peay game. I just think was the lightning and all the stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I think there's still some to be determines about how they run the ball some. That's maybe my biggest question. But I think if he runs the ball, I think if Gunner tucks and runs and keeps that going, I think he can keep it going.
There we go.
I'm not for some reason I'm not concerned. And I think it's because this time last year, and really throughout the entirety of 2024, we didn't really have a run game, right? We just didn't. We couldn't run the ball effectively.
Correct.
Offensive line struggled as a result, and honestly, it starts offensive line, but it works back as a part of the quarterback too. Now you've got a quarterback that makes the game 11-on-11. And so I think through two games, especially when you look at the run game, we've seen the impact on that. Like we've seen an emphasis. I mean, Kirby Smart came out and has been talking about this since the end of the season last year, basically, since the start of spring. We're going to run the football. We're going to run the football. He was not lying, folks. Just was not lying. And and I'm not going to sit here and not say that there are some things that can be addressed. And I think a lot of it is confidence with Gunner. Trusting your eyes and seeing what, trust what you're seeing. Because there were some shots that he could have took against Austin Peay last week, but we didn't take them. I want to counter that, though, because that's the main topic of why Georgia fans are pissed. Would you rather have a situation where you're having that conversation where you're not stretching the field vertically, but you're in 3rd and 12s, 3rd and 15s, or would you rather kind of check it down, play it safe, and be in a situation where you're in like a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3?
I think checking it down is honestly the best way to go because, you honestly want to stay ahead of the sticks. You put your team in a plus-minus situation versus being in a minus circumstance. Really just staying ahead of the chains is really just the name of the game. And we have a mobile quarterback. You have the capability to do that at any given point. If a play breaks down, the pocket decides to break down. If he's able to roll out and make those plays with his feet, you're always putting yourself in an opportunity for you to gain yards, to gain leverage on the defense, and really just keep the defense on their heels. And I think that is going to be the game plan, along with being out there to, shut them down on defense, because I think, just like you said earlier, I think Georgia has like a very, very strong defensive front this year. But I think you're even seeing that more with the secondary. But overall, just getting out there and running the ball proficiently and playing stomp down defense, I think that's going to be the two main contributors to Georgia walking away with the win here.
Yeah, I will say this though too, that I understand why people are pissed off, but you have to understand what you're seeing on the field, and I cannot sit here and justify a couple of them. However, a lot of what Austin P did last week was 3 high bail. So you're not going to by schematics, you're not going to be able to stretch the field vertically without putting it into really bad situations.
Yeah.
So we threw it. We threw it a lot.
He did what he needed to keep the ball safe. I mean, and that's the biggest thing. Like, I get it. There's a large part of the fan base that wants to see these chunk plays, but at the end of the day, if you don't need to turn the ball over, you don't need to put the ball in harm's way. Don't do it, right? And as long as you don't do that, you're gonna stay in the plus category when it comes to you being able to move the ball down the field. And that's just really what it is. I get it. Dink and dunk, it got boring. Screen passes, the fans at a certain point hated it.
Hey,
but
Keon, guess what? Tom Brady won 6 rings dinking and dunking.
There you go.
Here's what I'll say about it. When you're talking about would you rather be in, third and short, when you have a mobile quarterback, I'm a huge Washington Commanders fan, and they do this all the time. So they get to, they get third and short. Jaden Daniels picks up. I mean, if the play breaks down, run for 3 yards. First down, let's go again. And it just keeps you always in that place where if you have to, I can run 2 yards. Right. And I think that with having, keeping Gunner in a place where he's going to be in third and manageable, if plays break down, there's a good chance he could pick it up with his legs.
He's like, I'll do it myself.
That's right. And I think that's a good way to do because, Tennessee's offenses, I mean, I don't know that they've really played anybody, but man, they're putting up silly points. So a huge part of it is don't give them the ball back. Right. So if you can spend a long enough time moving it down the field, all the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more time that you can take off the clock is honestly going to be the biggest thing for us. I think coming out there with the game plan of chewing up clock and yet again, just attacking on defense, I think that's going to be the main ways how we do this. But, it's also with you walking out of the red zone with points. We can't be in another situation where we stall out at the 2-yard line. So it's like you just got to be able to punch it in once you get to the red zone. Mm-hmm. And yet again, that defense, Rob, I keep saying it because I think that's exactly what the game plan is going to be is, we're going to be screen passing it a little bit there just to get the safeties to creep up in the box. Once you see that, you hit them with a couple of shots over top. I mean, that's your explosive play. You've just flipped the field. Yeah. And now here goes Zachariah Branch streaking. So
we've seen Gunner in the potential. We saw him against Notre Dame.
Right.
So we know he can do it. He's just got to be confident enough. But I'm telling you right now, against this Tennessee squad, and we're going to get into the injury report in a little bit. I think they're going to try to force Gunner to beat him with his arm. I think that could be something you're going to see there. I'm also curious to see, right, because Georgia's played Marshall and Austin P. Right, Tennessee, they've played Syracuse, and then they've played East Tennessee State. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I think you're seeing a very explosive offense in Tennessee matching up against a really damn good defense in Georgia. Can anyone tell me if we've heard this before?
Yeah, I mean, it brings it back to the 22 year, and, we know how that turned out. We came out there and jumped on their heads for a good 4 quarters, and, we walked out with the victory. I'm thinking we do the same thing. I don't think it's going to be as lopsided. I mean, your average points that we've won these games by has been like over 20. I think this Saturday, I think it's going to be a closer one. I think it'd be a 10-point game. I think Georgia scores a touchdown late that puts us up. But You almost ready for 3 and out, Rob?
There you go.
I'm excited about it.
I was about to say, we got this in a little bit. I'm looking forward to that because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. All right, there's a lot of matchups. The game day picks is going to be interesting too.
Let's get to it.
Hold on. We still got some preview, guys. There's a ton at stake in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a ton at stake. I want the viewers and the listeners to really focus right now. Georgia, what's at stake? 9 in a row. That's what's at stake.
Mm-hmm.
You've also got, can you hold Tennessee to under 17 points again? There's a streak there. But in my opinion, I think it's more important. This game is more important for Tennessee than it is Georgia. Jim, Nicole, I want to ask y'all this. Do y'all agree that this game is bigger for Tennessee? Or do you think there's more pressure? Do you think there's more pressure on Tennessee or Georgia?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, here's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think
I think there's pressure on Tennessee to beat Georgia.
Yeah, but
Clyde's comment, I've got something for that.
But I would say this. I would say when you're ranked higher and you've had more recent success, I think technically the pressure is always more on you.
Right.
That it, like, if they lose to Tennessee, you want to talk about the everybody barking that it's the end. It's over. Kirby needs to get out of it'll start that quick just with one loss in Tennessee in the beginning.
Right.
So I think
we don't want that.
And Tennessee's used to losing to Georgia. So it's really not that big.
You got 8 in a row.
What
about you? What do you think? Is there more pressure on Georgia or Tennessee?
I think all of the pressure is on Tennessee. I think all of the pressure is on Heupel. I mean, Heupel, this is about as close as the margins will ever get to you having the upper hand on Kirby Smart and a Georgia team. So this is really it. What about you, Rob? What do you think on this one?
I think there's more pressure on Tennessee because Heupel has been able to beat basically every other team, and he's done it in explosive fashion. Right, the fact that he's yet to beat the fact that he's yet to beat Georgia, and they haven't scored more than 17 points. I think there's pressure on both fronts there. I think there's going to be pressure because, listen, I'm going to give Tennessee some credit here. They're playing efficient football and explosive offense. They're really efficient right now too. So, Tennessee fans, I know you're going to love this. Y'all got the better end of that trade with Nico.
Yeah,
you did. But I'm also looking at it this way. Georgia has to win this game. I think it's going to be huge for the rest of the season, right? Set the tone, win this game, move through conference. Because listen, after this, you've got a bye week and then Alabama. So it doesn't get easier right now. But if you could start with a win, I think it makes things easier for Gunner and the whole crew. Yeah. But again, I'm just going back on this. I think it's more pressure on Tennessee because Heupel he's beat Bama. He's beat, basically most everybody that he's played. He's really elevated that team. And he's had explosive offenses. This offense, through 2 games, kind of on pace with Hendon Hooker offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if you don't get over the hump now for Tennessee, I think there's going to be that stigma of, well, I guess Kirby's got this system completely figured out.
Right.
Especially if Georgia were to win in the fashion where they're not scoring 17 again, right? Even at home. I think there's more pressure there on Heupel in that Tennessee squad. I just get that feeling. So, Clyde, there's your
definitely.
answer. That's why there's more pressure on Tennessee. I see. I want to hear why Clyde. Comment, Clyde. Let us know why you think there's more pressure on Georgia. We'll read it when it comes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Georgia. Injury report. Juan Gaston, questionable. Ernest Green, probable. Ernest Green, probable. All right.
Yeah.
I think for us, that's huge.
I think we get both of them back.
Juan Gaston arguably is the best offensive lineman we got, and he's a true freshman.
Yep.
That kid moves people.
Fast and aggressively.
But I didn't even mention this name, Keon, Jim, Nicole.
Yeah.
Donnie Glover looked great against Austin Peay. He looked great. So if you don't see a situation where one of those guys don't play, I'm expecting Donnie Glover to play, probably at the right guard if things go that way.
Absolutely. I mean, and that's the biggest thing. You got to look at, especially when you look at that injury report on Tennessee's end. I mean, you got their number 1 and number 2 corners that are going to be out. You're looking at 3 interior defensive linemen. I believe they have a right guard that's going to be out as well. So based off of everything I've said so far, Kirby, Mike Bobo, run the ball. Like, yeah, and that's going to be the game plan, right? Like getting those guys out in space just so we can begin to, not only spread out the defense, but also get those backup guys who are now having to jump in as starters for this game, get them tired. And that's the biggest thing. You got to be attacking. And I think Mike Bobo and the guys, they understand what all this comes with this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Clyde says, isn't Nate Frazier injured? I don't think he is.
No.
I don't know where you saw that.
No.
Speaking of running game,
hope not.
I want to ask this. This Tennessee squad, they're missing David Hobbs. They're got a couple guys questionable on that D line, and they're missing their 2 starting corners. I'm looking at this injury report. Obviously, I think there's another. I want to say the last one gets released about an hour and a half before kickoff. I think it is. These injuries, we haven't necessarily talked about it, but I think this is where this type of game is going to be crucial. And it's your depth. I think your depth's going to get tested in this game. If all things are correct in regards to what indicators are popping off and the expectations are for this game, you could see it being a close game, right? Even all the way to the fourth quarter, which most recently it's not been. But if it is, I think you are going to get tested depth-wise. And right now, based off of just pure injury report, I would probably say Georgia's got the upper hand there on the basis of your depth based off of injuries alone.
Absolutely.
Well, I think you could run enough wide receivers out there to where, I mean, you got backup DBs. I mean, Zachariah Branch we got enough guys that can. I mean, they'll have them exhausted. They'll have to.
I think this game wins in the trenches, Jim. I think this game is a trench game.
I think it's a trench game. That's where they want to play it, and then they keep bringing everybody up, and then, like you said, then that's when you finally maybe the fans get what they want, which is they get a chunk play over the top because they're like, yeah, we're gonna make Gunner beat us with his arm, and at some point we're gonna test those DBs.
Keon, I want to ask you this: if Gunner hits a deep shot Saturday, who's the first one going to be to?
Well, I think it's probably going to be to Zachariah Branch. It's either going to be him or Colby Young. I don't know if Colby gets a deep shot, but I'll probably go Zachariah over anybody else.
Yeah. See, I think I get this feeling that Georgia can hit explosive plays, and it doesn't have to be 50 yards down the field.
Right.
The perimeter blocking from our receivers, I feel, has changed dramatically. We look at Austin Peay, really the 2 previous matchups. You go back, Keon. You talked about Zachariah Branch touchdown in the Marshall game, right? Keep in mind you had downfield blocking, and they were sustaining those blocks. So the willingness to block is there. So to get explosive plays, it might not have to be a situation where you're pushing the ball 40 yards in the air downfield. I think there's some tight end leaks that can come in. Tight ends have been a problem for Tennessee in that defense. They've been a problem, and you have to expose that again until they decide to not allow it to happen.
Right.
But you've got the weapon. You've got the weapons. I think Oscar Delp could be in for a big game. I know we lost Ethan Barber. Prayers up to that one.
Right.
Nasty looking injury there.
Mm.
So get well there. But you're still extremely deep in that tight end room. Really deep on that tight end room. Hit my curve with the dog bones in there.
Yeah.
Hey, the dogs are here.
Oh.
Jim and Nicole, who would y'all want to see if we were to hit an explosive play? Who's that first one going to?
Well, we met them.
Yeah, we
so, now I'm a fan.
Yeah, we went to a signing in Athens and did get to meet Zachariah and Nate.
Yeah.
And
sweet guys.
Oh my God. Like you expect those level guys to be like real prima donna.
Oh no.
Just
amazing guys. Amazing.
I mean,
it doesn't answer your question, but that's from
huge fan.
My heart.
So therefore, you know what? I'd love to see Nate Frazier break one open.
Yeah.
Like finally get that monkey off his back and not, like bust out a 50-yarder, something like that just like finally get there. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
I think you have to utilize that size too. I think Tyler brings up a really good point here. He wants Noah to get one. He's been patient for 2 weeks. Yeah, he has. Yeah. And listen, Colby Young I thought Colby Young's effort was just astounding against Austin Peay after the catch, right? But Noah Thomas is due for one.
I think you see more of Noah and Colby once we get closer into the red zone because those are for sure going to be our red zone threats.
Gunner tried for it. He went for it. You just got to connect on it, but he went for it. So I'm not necessarily upset that it didn't. I'm upset, but I'm not like extremely pissed that it didn't hit for the touchdown. I was just honestly at that point in time, I was just glad to see the attempt to utilize the size in the red zone because you've got too many big bodies to not expose that size mismatch somewhere. I mean, think about it. Elias Williams scored a touchdown, by the way. That's 6'7". Colby Young, 6'4". Noah Thomas, 6'5". That's 3 potential receivers you could put out there over 6'5".
Right.
Or right at 6'5", I should say, or above. Ain't no corner 6'4", I promise you that.
Right.
You got to find a mismatch. And honestly, if you do that, right, you put that on tape, right? So we put that on tape. Now Tennessee's got a game plan for that. So it might open up the run. You never know. Right. Get into that look again. Get in that look, right? Get in that look offensively. And then you just run it. Or, maybe you just stick with the shot. Because I think Tennessee's going to have to stop us on our run game. And I think this translates well into the keys to victory. So my key to victory is for whoever runs the ball, or actually, limits the run. I'm going to start with limiting the run. Tennessee's offense is predicated on this. You have to stop their run with a light box. If you don't, they're going to take shots on you, and they will beat you in a very bad way. It's been exposed. That's how that operates. You got to stop the run. And I think, honestly, Georgia's offense, if you don't stop the run, hey, Peanut, Nate Frazier, and Chauncey Bowens, all 3 of them guys have the potential to just boop, take off and go. So I think my main key to victory, who stops the run?
Yeah.
Keon, I want to pass it to you. What's your key to victory for this matchup?
Really being able to, yet again, run the ball proficiently and effectively and get key stops. I think whichever team can do both of those, that team is probably going to end up winning. Also, connecting on those deep shots. So truthfully, any team that can do all 3, or at least 2 out of the 3, should be in the best place to win. So that's what I'll go with.
Jim, Nicole, I'm going to pass it to y'all.
I knew it was coming.
All right. Well, I certainly think, I think Tennessee's had they haven't played anybody substantial, but they've had explosive offense. I think if Kirby can continue to own their offense and keep their points low.
Yeah.
And then I think that just kind of what you were talking about, I don't think we necessarily need long passing game. But I think if that short and intermediate passing game is really crisp, yards after the catch, I think if we can keep them under wraps from blowing up explosive, running up points, we keep them low scoring, we'll do enough in that short intermediate passing game, yards after the catch, we'll be all right.
Right, keeping them down.
I think so too. Let's see. Keon, do you have any worries from Tennessee ahead of this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, Joey Aguilar could go out there and take the top off our defense, and we could be, in a very bad spot for 4 quarters of a football game. We could go out there and not play complimentary football, and Joey could lead these guys to a victory against us there in Knoxville.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm worried for Tennessee. I'm worried about Tennessee simply due to the fact that it could be Georgia's doing. If Georgia goes out there and offensively struggles to get the ball down the field, right? If you struggle to do that, or if you struggle to create separation and execute, right, 50-50 balls. If you're struggling to do that, I'm gonna have some concerns. And I think I don't want to look at week 3 having to rely 100% on defense already. I don't want to do that. I think if push came to shove, I think you could manage it, right? I think you've got enough corners in the back. I think you've got a good enough defensive line rotation. I think defense is squarely set to handle something like this. The problem is you don't want to try to push it. So I think the offense, specifically Georgia, has to go execute and keep sustained drives. Tennessee's at a point now where they can get back into this fast tempo. That's where the depth comes into play again. And I think if Georgia can't sustain drives, if you're struggling to do that and you're struggling to get points, I think you're putting yourself in a really precarious situation. And I don't think Georgia fans want that. Don't think they want that at all.
No. We don't want to get behind.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Keon, I think it's time. Let's do rapid fire. How about this? So, Jim, Nicole, rapid fire. It's immediate. We'll go left to right. So you'll go first. I'll go second. Keon last.
Okay.
Rapid fire as fast as possible. We're going to give off some categories, and we're just going to the first thing that come to your mind, and we're going to bring it up.
Okay. Jim, get ready.
This is specifically for this upcoming matchup. So no worries about that.
Okay.
All right. Here's categories.
Okay.
Leading rusher.
Okay. Jim, go.
Nate Frazier.
I've got Dwight Phillips in this one.
I got Nate Frazier.
Okay.
Nate Frazier. Now I want to ask this real fast. Why Nate Frazier?
He's due, man. He's due. He's been followed up, and I don't think he's pleased with his own performance so far. And I think he's got something to prove.
See, I've got Peanut simply because I think his speed can get and hit those explosives. I think you're going to have to create explosives in the run game. Who's best suited for that? The fastest guy that can actually break tackles too. I'll take that. Leading receiver. Oh, go ahead, Keon. You got something.
Oh, no. Leading receiver, I was going to say Zachariah Branch. I ain't going to lie.
Okay. Leading receiver. Okay, we'll hold on to that. Jim and Nicole, what do you got?
Same.
Zachariah Branch, yes.
We love him.
Keon, do you think the Georgia fan base would hate me if I said Dylan Bell?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, I'm okay. This ain't my answer, but Dylan Bell's. I just get this feeling like he can be the Tennessee Slayer potentially because recently you've started to see like every year he's just done some crazy stuff against Tennessee. That's not my answer though. I get a feeling Colby Young is going to have a game.
Yeah,
have a game. Leading tackler.
Raylan Wilson.
Jim Nicole.
I'm the cheerleader, y'all. So
we're putting him into predicament.
Yeah, you got me. You got me.
Yeah.
Hold on. CJ Allen.
Yeah. Okay. I get this feeling that you're gonna have. You've got to make sure to tackle an open space. So I'm going with a corner here. I'm going Ellis Robinson. I think they're going to try to test Ellis Robinson. I think
I got a pick. I got a pick for Ellis Robinson. Ellis Robinson's going to get a pick today, or get a pick on Saturday.
See, my thing is, which corner are they going to test? Right.
Ellis
Robinson. I think Dalen's proven himself. I really do.
Yeah, I do too.
I think Dalen's proven himself, but Ellis. If there was a bump and run rep that he did against Austin P, and I know it's Austin P, so spare me. It looked flawless.
Right.
Reroute, bump and go, and just side by side. And honestly, with him being that fast, listen, you have to make sure you could. We've heard this during the offseason, Keon, about Tennessee and not having receivers. Mike Matthews in the slot could cause some real big problems for Jonel Aguero.
Yeah, good.
Really cause some problems. So, I'm making a little prediction here, guys. Dalen Everett's going to play some at the Star this game.
Yeah.
Dalen will play in the Star. And what that's going to do, you've got Daniel Harris and you've got Ellis Robinson on the outsides. And while you're keeping Dalen Everett in the place, in play. We talked about it during the offseason. I think this is a game, especially Mike Matthews. I respect Mike Matthews, guys. I really do. You have to respect that speed because that's 4.3 speed. And I love Jonel, but I get hesitant in pure coverage situations. So I think what's going to happen is they try to hunt Jonel. And so that's why I think this prediction, Keon's going to come and take place. I just get this feeling. But could it happen? We'll see.
We'll see. We all heard it, so now we know. So we're gonna know.
Does Georgia get any sacks?
Yeah, I think we get two.
Are we putting a number on it?
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, you can say yes or no, or if you want to be confident enough, like Keon, to put numbers, feel free.
Yeah, yes.
Go, Jim, go for
I'm
it.
going yes and 3.
Ooh, I was thinking 3 too.
Ooh,
I was thinking 3.
I'm going to go yes, but I think we get one sack, but a lot of pressures.
Okay.
I think we get a lot of pressure. The reason being is they will try to get the ball out fast. And that's what concerns me with Georgia's sack numbers, if you will. So I think the pressures are going to be more prevalent.
Okay.
Keon, you've already asked, or I think Keon, you've already done this. Interceptions in the game.
Oh.
No.
I will say this. Aguilar at App State was turnover prone. Heupel's system limits these turnovers. Be careful because I think Dalen Everett coming back and Aguilar can run. So I think that's referring back to the sacks and the pressures.
Yeah.
I get this feeling though that there's going to be I'm going to say 1. And I think what's going to happen is it's going to be on a situation where if Tennessee's having to force the ball due to time or whatever the case may be, I think that's when it would happen because you're having to force the ball.
I got 2. I think we get.
All right.
I think we get 2 turnovers.
Okay.
Whether they be 2 picks or a pick and a fumble, I got 2 turnovers.
All right.
2 turnovers. Now hold on, Keon. Are you going to be more specific? Turnovers? Are we talking about forced fumbles? Are we talking about just
turnovers? That's what I'm saying. General turnovers. Like it could literally be 2 interceptions. It could be an interception and a fumble. Like that's what I'm calling too.
You know what? I'm going to go even further. I think Georgia will get a strip sack.
Okay.
I'll tell you who's going to do it. Gabe Harris. No, actually, stop. Chris Cole. Chris Cole pass rushing it's freaky.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
He's
freaky.
I saw a picture of them celebrating It was two guys standing, and he had jumped in the air. His feet were somewhere like he must have like a 40-inch vertical. It was unbelievable. This picture I saw online, it was crazy. Yeah, he was the number 1 recruit out of the state of Virginia when he came out. It was awesome.
Yeah. Chris Cole's a freak, and Keon's guy, Justin Williams. That's the future linebacker core right there. Both of those guys. Let's see. Any final things I'm thinking here? So we've had that right there. I think Keon. I think it's time. The recap is done. It's done. I think it's time to introduce Jim and Nicole to 3 and Out. Are you ready for that, Keon? Do you think we can?
Let's get it
You
going.
think they're ready for it?
Uh-oh.
You think they're ready for it?
I'm getting scared.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. 3 and Out. Jim, Nicole, 3 and Out is our segment where we go and we put our money where our mouth is for this week's slate of games.
Awesome.
So what we do is we do 3 legs on a parlay and we play it.
Okay.
Now, no pressure now. But at the end of the season, any of the winnings that we get go to Bulldogs battling breast cancer.
Oh,
so no pressure.
Awesome. That's awesome.
No pressure. Keon, we struggled last week. Actually, I struggled, and I'll tell you why. Thank you, Ole Miss, for getting it to 10 points, but allowing your defense to get Kentucky into a field goal range and kick it with 8 seconds left to bring it down to 7 because it was going to hit. It was going to hit. So everybody that might be new to this segment,
give me Oregon plus the spread. Straight up.
So for those listening, Keon has Oregon over Northwestern. The spread is 28.5. Oregon's a 28.5 point favorite with a plus 100 odds. So we're going to add Keon's there.
This is all you, Jim.
We're gonna pose this question for Jim and Nicole.
Uh-oh.
So we've got all these games. No pressure.
Okay.
What game are we looking at here that we want to put in? If you need me to go first, I think I got you. But then you got to go last. So it's up to you how you want to handle it. Here, let's do this. There we go.
Hold on. There we go.
Yep. Switched it over. We got all the games now.
Okay. Anyone, huh? All right,
you can go any game. Is there a big game that you see?
All right, hold on. Keep going.
So
he took the Oregon game. All right. Ooh, Clemson, Georgia Tech.
It's a fun one.
Clemson, Georgia Tech at minus 2.5. That's interesting considering what Clemson looked like.
Yeah. That has got interestingness to it.
What's the South Carolina
Wisconsin, Alabama. Which one?
Oh, South Carolina.
Let me scroll
You're
down.
kind of on a roll.
South Carolina game. Yeah, so South Carolina Vanderbilt. I think that'd be interesting too.
Ooh,
South Carolina.
Interesting.
So South Carolina at home, 4.5 point favorite.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Are we rolling with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking South Carolina in the point.
Do we owe you money? How do we do it?
No. South Carolina so you've got South Carolina covering the 4.5. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
that is that's minus 105 odds right there. I'm
bad?
going all the way up to the top.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to the Thursday night game.
Ooh.
NC State traveling to Winston-Salem to take on Wake Forest.
Yes.
I've got NC State covering this game. CJ Bailey.
They're not.
We
can change ours. It doesn't.
No, listen. We can before we submit this, we can do this. Listen, Wake Forest is horrible. Wake Forest is horrible, folks.
Okay.
I'm 30 minutes from them. They are horrible. I'm sorry. I've got NC State covering this one big.
Okay.
They're not. I'm telling you, Rob, they're not going to cover. You're going to be so sick.
You know what? Listen.
Jim, why are we negative?
Doesn't matter.
All right. It
Let's
doesn't
leave it.
matter.
No.
Okay.
It's a fun game.
So what we've
Okay.
got right now. So what we've got right now, we've got Oregon. So Keon's bet for this is Oregon to cover the points, 28.5 over Northwestern.
Which
Oh.
sounds crazy.
No, but Oregon's put up like 100 every
like that's my thing. They just put up
Oregon
70
beat them
points last week.
No, Oregon beat the mullet off of Mike Gundy last week.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Beat the shirt off of him and his
I
mullet.
like that. Beat the mullet. I like that. I'm using that one. I'm taking that. One.
It was bad. It was bad. So Jim and Nicole have decided to go South Carolina with the points minus 4.5 at home against Vanderbilt.
That's bad.
Vanderbilt's been
They did
playing.
great
They've
last
been
week.
playing unbelievable. So that's a heck of a game.
It's gonna be a matchup.
Vanderbilt has a very explosive offense. I will say.
Oh, absolutely.
But now listen, they were down double digits and scored 35 unanswered in the second half.
But you got to give South Carolina their credit. I mean, that offense.
No, for sure.
As long as Lenore Sellers is on the field, they can score. Like,
no, you're right. You're right.
And they're going to be home, right?
And
I think it's on.
Yeah, South Carolina will be at Williams-Brice, and I've got NC State covering against Wake Forest. Keon, we're going to throw the $5. We're going to throw the $5 bonus bet here.
Okay.
Can I do this? Let's see if I can do that. I think we can.
Yep.
So we've got 10. All right, so $10 is going to get 68.10 right there, right? Everybody comfortable with their leg here.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
Too bad. Well, that's just too bad.
Okay.
All right, there we go. There we go.
All right.
With that being said, though, it's time to talk about it. It's done. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How you feeling about your leg, Keon? You feel pretty confident about that.
Oh, they're for sure. If they don't cover this spread, I got serious questions about Oregon moving forward.
Nah, Northwestern is not a good program.
Yeah, they put the off in awful. They are.
Look, listen, Keon, you can say that NC State ain't gonna cover. I'm here to tell you,
Rob.
I don't think you've watched a Wake Forest game,
Rob.
Brother.
The last time that you took NC State against the North Carolina team, it did not work out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, guess what? That last time was not against Wake Forest, my man. It was not. Trust me.
I'm telling you.
Listen,
this
crazy.
might be your
call me crazy, but I've watched the Wake Forest game. All right.
Yeah,
I've watched them. I know they're not.
Yeah, he's all in. He is. You're not
going to argue that North Carolina man out of his North Carolina teams.
Yeah, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, ain't going to hear me come in and talk about how Texas teams are. Yeah, I'm going to come back Monday. It's going to be eating some crow probably.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so mad if this is 7.5 point and they win by a touchdown. I'm gonna be so damn mad, so mad. People probably fade me right now.
You probably should have took the money line, but it's already over.
I ain't gonna do that. I already put that in there, man. We got to go big or go home for the top tops, man. You know.
Yeah, man. Good to see you too.
Hi.
Keon, Jim, Nicole, that, my friends, is 3 and out. So make sure we're going to post this on social media. Make sure use our little parlay here, man, and try to win you some money. Okay, listen,
I'm going to try
me. All right, if you don't win and you because you fade me and you come back on here Monday and listen,
we might change yours around a little bit, but that's okay. Winston-Salem to win.
Hey, guess what? Listen, if they win, I've got a coworker that's gonna laugh in my face. But hey, it is what it is.
We'll
that, my friends.
Well, now it's gonna make it fun. Now that's tomorrow night. The NC State.
It is.
Game, right?
It is.
Yeah,
prime
time.
Thursday.
Okay.
And that, folks, and that is our week 3 edition of 3 and Out. All right, that is out of the way, Keon. I know that seems to be one of your favorite parts, but it is now time for the game day picks of the week. All right, game day picks of the week. Jim, Nicole, we got 10 matchups
Okay.
Predetermined matchups, the best matchups we can come up with for the week. And we're just going straight outright. Who wins the game? All right. So we're going 10 games. Who got them right? So for the record, me, Keon, the Brigade, we already did ours. So we're going to post up a graphic to show that. But we're going to give you the option to make a pick on who you think will win the game as well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
With that being said, we start off. Might be Keon, this might be the best one for you, sir. South Florida, coming off of that upset over Florida, taking on Miami. Keon's already doing it.
Yeah, me too.
Keon's already doing it.
I'm doing that too.
So everyone's doing it already, it looks like. The panel has spoken.
Oh,
I gotta go with you.
Sweep.
I gotta go
It's a
with
clean
you.
sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clean sweep.
Yeah.
It's a clean sweep.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Jim and Nicole are doing the same.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got to.
We're
got
all
to.
in on the
We're
you.
all in on the you.
Oh, don't do it. It's all about the you. Oh, did I do that right?
Yeah, that one.
So our next matchup, this upsets me a little bit because I wasn't expecting this last week. Rode with the Devils of Duke, and listen, they couldn't hold off Illinois. I thought they had the upset. I got proven wrong, but they traveled to Tulane. Darian Mensah going back to Tulane, playing his old school, right? Going to his old school. The panel has spoken. The Brigade chooses Tulane. They're riding the wave.
Okay.
Keon, me and you are going Duke on this one.
Yeah. What do you think, Jim?
I want to pose a question. Who do y'all have winning this Saturday?
Yeah, who do you think?
I'm going Duke.
I was gonna say Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I have low information to make this
It's
pick.
an uneducated.
It's a
guess.
horribly
It sounds right.
uneducated
It sounds
pick
so
on
right.
that. I'm just
It
being
sounds so right,
honest.
Keon. It sounds so
But
right.
they're
So,
closer to us than. No, I'm
listen,
kidding.
Yeah.
hey, listen, Duke basketball fan. I'll take it.
Okay.
Third matchup,
Okay.
Clemson, Georgia Tech.
Mm.
Huge ACC matchup, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Clemson started off. They were down 16-0 to Troy before coming back and winning that game. Georgia Tech, hey, Haynes King should be back now, right? The panel's spoken. Keon, me and you were riding with Clemson. Now I'm assuming that defense. Brigade is running the Georgia Tech there, so they're going with the Nerds.
Before you go, I'm going with Clemson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on your in-depth analysis.
Because
But yeah, I think we're going Clemson.
Okay, Will is saying no.
So we got Clemson. It is Clemson. It is. All right, this one's fun. Always fun to watch. Pitt, West Virginia. Pitt,
Oh
West
my God.
Virginia.
Eat Pitt. Yeah.
You've got so Jim's going with Pitt.
Oh no,
and he is
no.
riding the wave.
They sing a song at halftime to Sweet
Eat shit,
Caroline.
Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
of course.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Eat
Yeah.
shit, Pitt.
Go.
Oh,
I'm
You have to go West Virginia.
I'm all ears all day.
Yeah, that's his kin. His kin are from West
So
Virginia.
you're riding the country roads, huh?
Yeah,
That's
we
what it
got it.
sounds like.
Yes.
I'm from my family deep in the holler,
That's right.
as they say.
Mm.
Yep.
Be taking a swim in the Shenandoah, huh?
Yep, that's right.
Like the Hatfield and
enough.
McCoy feud, I'm very, very, very related.
He is.
Hey, listen.
Hatfield.
I do love this rivalry, though. Let's be honest. I do love that rivalry.
I mean,
West Virginia. By the way, Keon, do you remember this fun fact? 07, West Virginia would have played for the national championship had they not lost to Pitt.
Yeah.
So there's where that forever hatred comes into play.
yeah.
That'll be good.
All right, we open up SEC play now. The rest of these have SEC teams in them, I will say. Arkansas and Ole Miss in Oxford.
Oh.
The panel has spoken. Brigade riding with Ole Miss. I'm riding Ole Miss here. Keon's going the hog. Keon,
Yep. The fighting Sam Pittmans, the fighting Sam Pitt bosses.
Yeah. I think
Will
we're
Pick
going to Ole
We're
Miss.
all Miss.
Ole Miss on that one.
I will say this. What's concerning for me right now, Austin Simmons is turning the ball over a lot.
Yep.
That concerns me. And Arkansas is a sneaky team to take a lot of possessions away. They'll get a lot of turnovers. That concerns me a little bit. I'll still roll with Ole Miss at home because Ole Miss at home is a completely different team. than they
Yeah,
are on the road.
I'll go Arkansas.
Listen, I think this could low key. I think this could go either way. Depends on talent grade.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I do think that Taylor Green is going to have a good game here. Got to go with the hometown kid.
Hey, Taylor could
he's from
easily just go off and have that kind of game, though. So I think you're right onto something there. In all seriousness,
Yeah, I mean he's from just about right across the street from me. So shout outs to Taylor Green.
All right.
We go to Vanderbilt, South Carolina.
Well, we know what we want there.
Yes.
Y'all
Carolina.
Y'all got
South
the
Carolina.
panel has spoken. The panel's spoken. I'm going with the Commodores. Damn it!
Okay.
I'm going with the Pavias.
It's not a bad pick.
choice.
We've watched as much of them because
Vandy.
we live in
Wilson,
Virginia,
Vandy,
so we've watched both teams play Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Vanderbilt, Vandy against Virginia Tech was a wheels fall off moment in Blacksburg.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I've got another one rolling with the Vanderbilt Commodores.
I love it.
Listen, that Vanderbilt team is explosive. It's not your dad's Vanderbilt team by any means.
That Vanderbilt team is gonna lose.
yeah, it's my ass on that one. I guess I'll find
y'all are gonna lose. It's messed up.
Listen, I'm the straight dog on that one.
I just want Beamer to get another one.
Yeah.
All right, Wisconsin traveling to Tuscaloosa. Listen, Alabama is back, guys. 73 points. Ooh, 73 points.
ULM. Yeah.
Hey, 73 points. The panel spoken. Everybody's got the tide rolling.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying Alabama's this or Alabama's that. I'm saying Wisconsin back. They're not good.
Just fact.
Yeah,
They're not good. They're not good
at all.
And listen, that pains me.
Unfortunately, Will, you're funny. Will's funny.
He's an Auburn guy. It makes sense. It checks out.
Yeah, that was the word.
This is Keon. This is about to be funny. This is about to be fun.
All right,
Florida. I'm gonna let Keon. No, Keon, take the reins on this one, please. Thank you.
Yep. So everybody with common sense, we all took the Bayou Bengals.
Yes, I would agree.
LSU.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what though? They got the right way, called the lag way. DJ right way.
No, can't say FU without UF.
Well, apparently, you've got.
I like that.
Yeah, you've got UF over here from the Auburn guy. It's going to be interesting to see. Listen, I'm sorry. I just think LSU's defense can cause too many problems. I think for me early, I'm sold on that defense. I love that speed on that defense.
Will is opinionated. He's got opinions.
Well, you guys, we can't cheer for the Gators because of Gatorade, because Bark is our Gatorade.
Right.
I guess
now
I'll take a sip of that.
Georgia has its own aid. Okay, so no Gators here.
I'll take it. The next matchup, this is going to be interesting too. Texas A&M going up to Notre Dame. Take on them Fighting Irish. The panel's spoken. I'm straight dogging it again.
Yeah, I'm going Notre Dame.
I was going to go with Robert.
I'm taking Notre Dame.
I'm taking Notre Dame.
Straight dog no more.
Yeah, I'm going Texas A&M.
Keon, you realize Marcel Reed might be out.
Yeah. So here's the thing you also got to understand. CJ Carr can't throw a pass. I mean, it's pretty bad. So, yeah, give me Texas A&M for the win here. Plus, they're getting some guys back, so going to be excited to see how they look out there.
Guess who can't stop the run that great?
It was only his second start as a freshman in college. Like I might give him a pass.
Keon's going to be tough.
CJ, he's going to be fine.
I think that's the season.
What are you doing for me now? That's the thing.
I do think he's going to be good as the season.
Will agrees with me. So there.
No, but Keon makes a good point. It doesn't matter if you're new, if you can't do it now. I mean, what good is it, right?
Right. You got to pick one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Here we go, folks. The big one. Game of the week.
Woo!
Georgia going up to Rocky Top. Yeah.
Clean sweep.
Keon's predicting a clean sweep.
Go
All right.
Dogs.
Oh, by the
Go
way, I want to go back. The South Carolina Vanderbilt was our first poll tie for the Brigade. Hear me out. If the Brigade poll ties, it goes to the home team. Just we'll make that understood moving forward. So that was the first instance of a tie. So for those listening and watching, go vote. And if it's a tie, it goes to home team. Keon, the panel spoken.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you telling us this now, Rob? Like, I've never even heard him say this up until now. I was like, wait. He's like, it goes to the home team. Like, wait a second, what did y'all do?
So you said had you nervous a little bit. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, I think this game's gonna be listen. I think this game's gonna be a little bit closer than what we want it to be.
Yeah.
I come back on Monday and listen, if it's a blowout, I'll come back in here Monday, eat my crow. Okay, I'll do that. I just have a feeling that I think there's going to be a critical moment in the football game, and it's going to be close to what we want. And I think Georgia's going to get some real taste of adversity in this game. But I think we overcome it on the road.
Jimbo did his own recap. I like that.
Yeah, solid choices, Jimbo.
That's
except for
good
your Vandy. Except for your Vandy over South Carolina.
I think we agree.
No, Georgia Tech. He picked over Clemson.
Yeah,
we differ a little bit. It's a good one though.
But no, I do think this game will be a good one to watch. Right, 3:30 should be ABC. I think it is. Mm-hmm. It's so weird saying 3:30 and anything other than CBS still, but neither here nor there. Right, neither here nor there. But I think Georgia wins this game, going into the bye week, getting ready for that home game against Alabama. Just get that feeling. Now, anybody before we start to wrap this show up, while we're still in our picks, are there any bold predictions that we want to break out?
I don't know enough to be bold. I'll be honest.
So
we should have prepared.
Rob, who was one of the teams you picked? You took NC State, right?
Specific game. I took NC. Right. Well, yeah, from the 3-and-out. Yes.
You know what's crazy?
He's gonna say it.
Don't tell me Wake's gonna win.
Bro, listen, you should have money lined it. You should have just flat out picked them to win, and that way you would have been better off. But you took them plus the spread. You're not covering that.
Yeah, so. We about to have these. Yeah, we're gonna have a serious conversation Monday about this.
You can have this Friday because the game's tomorrow night.
No, we gotta do it on the show. I gotta hold myself
accountable. True.
It doesn't go right. Listen, we're all for accountability on the show. So if NC State does me wrong on this one, Keon.
I'm 2-0 on my picks. I'm 2-0 on my picks.
Listen,
Rob, you got to start listening.
You know what? Hold on. Wait a minute now. Listen, Keon, you can say what you want. But I'll tell you right now, when it comes to North Carolina, you're gonna trust me on you're gonna trust me on the food pick. I'll tell you that.
That is fair.
Sponsor the show, Bojangles. I promise you that.
Seriously, Bojangles, where are you?
Well, we didn't have enough information. I thought we were just coming on here to talk about hydration and protein powder. And next thing you know, you're testing my football knowledge. I'm like, I was unprepared.
I think we did.
Hey, you know what?
We did okay.
I think y'all did too.
I was a cheerleader my whole life, so I understand football.
You'd be surprised you get thrown into the fire, you sink or swim, and it did fairly well. I'm not gonna be.
We do watch a lot of football though.
Kiana, if I'm not mistaken, I felt a lot of FPE over on that side. Did you not?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you one thing though. This Georgia Peach, I'm about to down this thing.
There you go.
You'll be very hydrated.
It's helping quenching my thirst. I promise you that.
There we go.
There you go.
But no, I think that's all we've got for this recap. Right, we've done the Tennessee recap, so make sure you're tuned into that. I thought it was very in-depth there. Did our 3-and-out for the week. That's set in place. Keep an eye out for social media. We'll have that ready to go for people. Keon, we've done our picks.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Now we just get ready for Saturday. We just get ready for
that's
Saturday.
It.
And I'm going to get ready I'm going to get ready for tomorrow because I got a point to prove.
There you go.
And I've got something to prove. Keon knows where that comes from, by the way.
Dude, you should have money lined it. You should have moneylined it. That's
my ass.
crazy.
No, buddy,
you should have moneylined it. You should have moneylined
Listen,
it.
we don't settle for shit like that, man. We don't do that. Listen, we try to win.
Money lines are wins too. That's just flat out picking it.
You know what? Hold on, stop. We doing it for the top toss, man. Stop.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you got it.
You got to keep your focus. You know what?
Right. You gotta do it.
You gotta have faith in yourself. You gotta have faith in yourself.
Take big chances.
Well, look, listen. Jimbo's saying 3.5 line is a red herring by Vegas, taking Georgia into points all day long. Historically speaking, he's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a point. Georgia is not good at – listen, Keon, I'm about upset at myself for not taking Georgia against the points these first couple weeks if FanDuel would have put them out there. But when it comes to these big matchups, man, it seems like Georgia just handles business when it comes to the spreads. But knowing my luck, I put something on it, we start losing. I ain't trying to risk that. Sorry. I ain't gonna do that.
No, not at all. Not at all. That.
But with that being said, before we go, Jim, Nicole, thank y'all so much for coming on and letting people know about Bark Performance, right? And we're extremely excited for this. Make sure 10% off your first order, folks. DGDpod.com/Bark.
Yeah.
Thanks for making the audible, sticking around for the picks, and helping us with our 3 and out. I thought that was fun too.
So much fun. Thank you
so
for
much
having
fun.
us.
Yeah, that was great.
Say y'all are unprepared. Spare me.
We'll see how
Listen,
well we do.
We're gonna come back and
I'm gonna be in your face if my picks are win. So
if they're better than me,
coming for you.
If they're better than mine, I'm like, here, take over the show, please. Thank you. I'll just, how that rolls. You got enough on your plate, but no. Again, thanks for coming on, guys, and of course, letting people know about the performance, whether it be the whey protein, the electrolytes, the multivitamins. I think I'm gonna take a look into those. Getting older.
Yeah.
Getting older. Keon, I know you're gonna be taking a look at them electrolytes because, well, you partake.
Yeah, definitely.
So for anybody that's listening, for watching, Jim, Nicole, where can people find you if they're curious about?
Yeah.
So, you can find us if you look in the website. You can go to the DGDpod.com /Bark, and that'll take you to our website at barkperformance.com.
Right.
Use their link. That's why we're here. And you can check us out. We're
on TikTok.
Bark Performance on TikTok.
Yeah. Facebook.
Bark Performance on Instagram. Kind of light there, but we got some TikToks and that, but barkperformance.com, or definitely use the DGD podcast link. I would love for you to come check us out at Bark Performance. And just remember, guys, buying all the things you already get,
right,
a big percentage of it goes back to the athletes and can help us keep funding, bringing in top level people in all the sports.
Yes.
Listen,
absolutely.
To all the Debbie Downer, right? To all the Debbie Downer dogs, do your part, and you ain't even gotta you benefit by doing your part too. So there's no excuse. Oh, I don't want to pay them kids. Nah, get you some good stuff too, by the way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Plus, keep in mind, Georgia does have the number 1 transfer portal class in baseball as well. So players ain't free. So
right.
They're killing it. We're working with one of the equestrian riders. They just won a national championship in equestrian, all kinds of crazy
the top
stuff.
Lacrosse.
Keon, they thought Georgia was a football school only, huh?
No, we've won 3 national championships, and it all in the same year. From whether it be women's soccer, equestrianship, college football, of course,
tennis,
tennis singles and tennis doubles.
Yep.
Those are different.
Yep.
I found out. So
we're working with the club teams too, you guys. We've got men's lacrosse and men's soccer. We were just at their game, and they've got all the stuff. So it's all the athletes at Georgia that we want to support. So we want to be the best everywhere.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, Keon, final comment before we wrap up. I need Snoop Dogg to commentate the equestrian one day.
Yeah.
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's crip walking on the sick. But anyways, That's all we've got for this episode. Again, make sure to go to dgdpod.com/Bart. Get yourself hydrated today, folks. Hey, game day is coming up, right? You got all these game days. It might not as hot as it should be right now, but still, listen, potables will take a toll on you, so stay hydrated. All right, That's what we do around here.
And drink responsibly.
That's
there
right.
you go, Modelo sponsor him. But with that being said, that's all we've got for this episode of the DGD Podcast. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, rate, and review us. That's all we've got, folks. We'll catch y'all Monday. We're going to be talking about this game one way or the other. We'll see y'all. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.